Okay.
Yeah, but when that happens, y'all gonna give the announcement of.
It's
not
saying,
gonna work because it's still to the side.
but it's still live. It just says orientation is locked. Rotate device
Is
back.
it live though?
You gotta.
But it's still recording. It's still like the time is still going on and saying live. That's why I'm kind of confused.
Okay,
Still don't say we live though.
Nah, because they gotta put the phone back like that.
Really?
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, so then that means
Is
you
it
can't
working
hear
now?
everybody?
You got all of them?
Yeah, they're all in the shot.
Yeah, that's all we need.
Yeah, it's still not saying it. Oh, no, it says it now.
Let's go. Ready? Count us down.
Well, if you're, can I just use your phone since you're on lot? Since you're, or you want your phone, DNA?
You're gonna see the ill ugga boogers.
I'll put his shit on D. I don't care. But I'm saying since you're already on live, can I just read them off there?
Oh, you saying off your head?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
But go on live on yours.
My phone is completely jacked right now.
What you mean?
Because his is gonna lock after a while. We're gonna have a whole conversation and then.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have to keep telling you.
Yeah, while we're recording.
Yeah. What?
Yo, bro, this is taking too long.
Wait,
I mean, it's been weird. We supposed to start at 8. I got here at 8:05. It's almost 11.
I had to do the freestyle post.
No,
that's
it's
too
fire.
long. That's too long.
No, the freestyle was fire.
But it ain't
It's
that.
worth the wait.
But
You
that's
see how I'm patient with y'all? Be patient
But
with
now,
me.
but now that we all ready, it's still taking long. Like you know how you all ready now and it's
Yeah.
still taking long.
Facts. Amanda, you got it pulled up?
I guess we went for KMD Soul to come in the cab. That shit almost here. The Uber almost here.
Oh my God.
Because whatever this.
All right, come on, we gotta go.
But we need. Is it? You got it?
Hold on.
All right, well we can start, and then when she get it, she's going. We don't need to wait for her to let it loud.
Yeah.
Let's go. Count us down.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Y'all already know what's going on, man. We back in the building. The I Disagree show. This shit is just not a podcast. It's a show. Now, man, Amanda behind the boards, G-Lock. Nikki. And we got the Gallinator in the building today. We got KMD Ski, man. Yeah, man.
Ski.
On Saturday.
Clap it up. Clap it up.
Last day of February.
Listen,
So,
before we do anything, let's take a shot.
Let's take a shot, man. Black History, man. Last day, we only get 28 days.
Like,
The
we
shortest
don't
one.
even have that.
I need 29. Oh, no. Where's that shot? Oh, no. It's on hand.
She playing. Take a shot. She acting crazy. Shot for that. Juice bar shots. If you need them, come pull up. Flex.
Good night.
Mm.
Who we by?
That's a man shot.
Facts.
Bro, what?
Whose page is this
That
live
is
on?
bad.
Your page?
Huh?
Alright, this is the I Disagree page.
It's the I Disagree page.
Okay.
Yeah, we here.
Mm-hmm. How y'all feeling?
Feeling great.
Oh, hold on. Before we start the show, I want to say this to everybody because it was brought to my attention. I want to say sorry to Lloyd Banks because Banks did purchase a pair of my sneakers. All right, he did purchase a pair of my sneakers. So shout out to Banks. He did do it. Now I remember. Banks, I'm old though, man. We forget. We forget. That's all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say sorry to Banks. Banks did purchase, and Banks is my man. Me and Banks is cool.
I'm going to say sorry to you because this is why I wore this jacket, man.
Wow.
I'm still debating, man. There's enough bullets in here to hit every NBA patch on them. Yeah. Nah.
That's a good. I mean, that was a good. That's a good.
That's a good debate.
It's a good debate, man. I didn't want to talk about it. It was a good debate. It's a great debate.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're even debating them two, then that tells you
20-something years later.
That's it.
It's crazy. Facts. But we got another debate.
Yes, we do. Let's talk about it.
You know what I mean? 50 and T.I., man.
I
What we
think,
doing?
and I think we might disagree on this.
Of course we are. But here's my first thing, right? Before we get into the actual music and the catalog, do you feel like T.I.'s son went too far by disrespecting 50's mom that passed away?
How?
You said how? He said to go dig that dead bee out of the grave.
So we didn't see 50 post a joint of his mother. I'm lost. I don't understand it.
His mother's present.
Right.
But everything is fair in war. That's what you gotta understand. When you warring, everything is fair. If you take the shot, if you punch me, you can't dictate what I do back. That's just everything is fair in war. It's like if you're gonna war, you're gonna war. You gotta know everything is fair. Like once he posted his mom's, everything is fair. So he's supposed to say, I'm not gonna take a shot at his mom's because she passed away. Everything is fair in war, bro. It's just I don't think none of them should have did it. If you want to be real, but if he posted his mom's, that's his mom's. It's a kid. He's on it.
But this is what I
Lil
was saying.
YN, he wanted to smoke.
Yeah.
He couldn't wait to get on. He a crash out.
But this is the thing. Everybody want to smoke until they get it. The general public will say, yo, he's defending his mom until 50 reacts. Then it'll be, yo, why are you doing that to a kid? So it's consequences. You're right. Anybody can come at whoever they want to come at when it's there. But now when 50 attacks you for doing that, because
That's why he has a father.
I'm not, huh?
That's why he has
and that's
a father.
why his father should tell him to mind his business and let his father handle it.
I mean, I felt like that too.
That's what I would do, because you're not, as much as you do all that talking on the internet, let's not forget who you're associating yourself with.
In it to begin with? If the beef or whatever the situation is between 50 and T.I.
But if we're being technical, right? If we're being technical, nothing was said. The picture was just posted.
But you know,
I can't do this.
I mean, this is what I'm saying. All right, but this is what I'm saying, though, right? I feel like this, and I'm being honest. Huh? No, I'm not no G in the groupie. I have a job. Aside from that, it has nothing to do with that. But this is what I will say, right? Let me hear this. No, I'm gonna give you the honest answer, right?
Yeah.
If I'm sitting here minding my business, and let's just retract what happened. You So Tough. That song is a record that came out on Terminate on Sight in 2008. Right. That's when 50 first took shots at T.I. and put him in question about snitching. Right. At that current time, 50 Cent was currently a music artist, recorded, so was T.I. Right. T.I. had nothing to say. We fast forward, how many years later, from 2008 to 2026, you coming out with a new project. Now you decide to use me as part of your rollout. I don't want to be part of your rollout. I'm not currently a music artist. I'm a TV producer producing shows. So you're playing with me, and this is how I'm responding because you're using me as a marketing tool to promote what you have going on.
But how you know he's not in on it? Because didn't he do that with Kanye?
No, but what I'm saying is they had an album coming out the same day. If he was in on it, his response wouldn't be the response that he has. His response is the response that he has because it's like, I want nothing to do with it.
I don't want you to lose your thoughts. But somebody has a question. KMD, somebody's asking you, hello, I have a question. The girl's jacket is T. Where'd you get that from?
They gotta pay for that. They gotta pay for super chat. Don't interrupt it. Don't interrupt none of that.
So,
I'm saying, but she was saying where'd she get it from? It's still promoting.
So my whole thing is, if you want to use me for your rollout, if you want to use me for your rollout, I don't want to be part of that. So I'm responding the way I'm responding. My whole thing is, nothing is ever wrong as long as you're willing to deal with the consequences.
There we go. That's what I was about to
But
say.
I don't think they ready to deal with the consequences.
But you can't. But hold on. You can't say that because I don't think you know. I understand your take on 50 Cent and what's going on, but you know T.I. was a street nigga. You know that, right? Yeah. I don't think you know that. So I think you know your history on 50. I don't think you know your history on T.I.
I do know that.
Okay, then.
That's cool.
So what I'm saying to you is, I think he's willing, and T.I. understands where it could go and what happened. I think he understands that, and he's wherever it goes.
That's cool. But what I'm saying is,
I think we finally found somebody that's not scared to go at the boogeyman.
No, that's what's up. But you should be doing that on your own.
No, I agree with you with that.
I'm not. First of all, right? If you have war, the first thing in war is control. Right? You're supposed to control your soldiers. You're supposed to be able to control who's moving what pieces on the chessboard. If you don't got control, clearly you're not ahead of the war.
But you can't.
So I'm supposed to be able to say, this is my situation. Fall back. First and foremost, right? If somebody was to come into their crib, who's jumping out the window first, the kid or the dad? If somebody come to my crib before my son could do something, I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, but what?
Even if they coming for your mom, this is still my wife.
All right, so
you stand
back.
Let me
interject to that. Let me interject to that. If somebody come in the crib and you don't see them first, and your son sees them and they're doing something to his mother, he's jumping. So that's just it. It don't got to do with it. That's still his mother. it's kind of hard to tell a son don't protect his mother.
That's granted. You can protect your mother without playing with the dead. That's still a different level. It's still, no matter how much you want to do it, if you say, oh, you said something about his mother, if his mother was alive, then it's fair game. Playing with the dead,
I just
two things to me that's always off limits is jail and the dead. You know this because you a street nigga.
No,
You have ops.
I have a store, Slicks.
No,
I sell sneakers.
No, you were. Well, then let's
All
use
right,
it
cool.
past tense.
Please.
If you were in the streets, the moment somebody gets incarcerated, you no longer have beef with them because they got taken by the system. It's been people I'm saying most people in the streets, a nigga.
No, that don't. You send somebody that you know in jail to handle it.
No, but what I'm saying is, no. Niggas that want to get him will say free him so he can be free,
Corona,
so I can get him out there.
Blocking
Yo, bro, what I'm saying to you is this. When somebody's dead or in jail, if you live by a certain code, the beef is at a standstill until they come home, or you're supposed to leave it alone because
That's not true.
You're no longer in competition when somebody's dead. When they're not living, you're going against somebody that cannot defend themselves.
Yo,
it's
bro,
over.
Did you see?
The documentary?
Not that. Did you see Jeezy and Gucci?
Yeah.
It's some people. What I'm saying. This is what I'm saying to you. You can live by that. I can live by that. When it's war, the only thing off limits that's supposed to be is women and children, right?
Correct.
If you're gonna do something, that's the only thing that's really off limits,
Correct.
right? But if you do something to my wife, then I can do something to your wife. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So if he would have took the first shot at his mom's, then I would be agreeing with you. But once you take that shot, you can't tell me what to do back. You can't. Like I said, if you punch me, that don't mean I can't shoot you.
So you're correct. So then my whole thing to you is why T.I. ain't say it then.
Say what?
What his son said.
Because his son is a YN.
Okay,
Like,
no, that's my point. Because he
son's a
still
YN.
knows, he still has a moral compass that even though he said this, I'm not going to go here because, put it like this, right? I'm going to tell you just like this. Even though it was out of line with what Fifth did, it's still within the realms of the battleground because it's somebody else that's also in the public light in the music. When you talk about the dead, we're not.
That's not.
You shouldn't expect nobody to respond musically.
That don't even sound good though, bro. That you just said that just because she was
what I'm saying,
artist that he can.
No,
he can
not
take
even.
shots
I'm
at
not.
that man.
What I'm
So
telling.
if you're saying that, wife and children are off limits, then he was supposed to take shots at his wife.
What I'm saying to
Period.
you is this: you should never be mentioning the dead. Period.
And you shouldn't be mentioning nobody's wife. So they
Period.
both on.
You shouldn't. No.
So they both on.
Yes, but you should not be mentioning the
And
dead.
you shouldn't mention nobody's wife.
But it goes to another level.
No,
when
it
you
don't.
mention
Wife
the
and
dead.
kids are
It
off
does.
limits. So it's
It
the same
does.
thing. Wife, kids, and dead is off limits. That's not supposed to be.
What do you feel, KFD?
My bad, I was getting a little overwhelmed. I agree, like with that I feel like you shouldn't bring that up. That's a bit much, but it's not like it came from T.I., it came from his son. Obviously, he doesn't have control. Wasn't there a point in time when they was beefing, like with his own kid?
It's hard to control a YN, his son, that's what you gotta understand.
Right.
But what I'm saying is what Goods is saying, if the point is like that, then T.I. would feel that way. Clearly, he don't feel that way because he didn't say nothing about the dead because he has he understands, like, that's taking it to a different level.
And that,
so you shouldn't be doing that.
So for me, that goes to, you. Like I said, you can't do something to somebody and then say, because I punched you, you gotta punch me back. It doesn't go like that. That kid is taking up for his moms. If you want to be real, like I said, women, children, and dead are off limits. Do you understand that? Women, children, and dead are off limits. So once you open the door to one of those things, you can't tell me I can't do it. It goes on the same. Women, if you're in the streets, women, children, dead off limits. Right? So you cut that out. You're not supposed to even go there. We're none of that. Once you do one thing, you open the door for me to be able to do it.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that all the way.
And that's it. I'm just saying.
Because the dead can't defend themselves. If you're living, you can defend yourself.
No, what he's
When
saying
did that
is,
become a trend? Disrespecting.
That's what I'm saying. The dead, disrespecting the dead is hiding everything. My whole thing is like, right? And
But
then
wasn't
also,
that? But didn't that happen when these YNs first started?
no. My whole thing, what I'm saying is that, right? Two things can be true. I'm not saying I'm not saying somebody should disrespect some, but that should not be your response. If someone did that to me right now, that wouldn't be my response.
But you can tell
But
by
that's
him.
you.
No, but what I'm saying, that's the moral compass of this is the
like
thing. No, this is what I'm trying to tell you, right? It's not the point that people are missing. It's not about having respect for the person that disrespected you. It's the point of having respect for the dead. So I'm not going to stoop to that level because I have people that are that, and I know one day I'll be that, and I know one day everybody around me will be that. So it's not about me respecting you while I'm not going there. I'm respecting that this person is no longer on earth, so I have respect for that. That's not going to be the vocal point of my conversation. I'm just not talking about somebody that's not living.
I got you right now. That's cool. I got you. Nobody is dead in your family. Somebody wows on your wife. What you do? Do you still have respect for them not to disrespect anybody?
No, it's not about
on your wife. And nobody, they wow on your wife, and they don't have a wife or nothing. What you do?
I'm going to wow on you. I'm going to figure out a way or something that I know that gets to you, and I'm going to wow on you. I'm not doing that because I have a moral compass to know that I'm now playing with something that's bigger than me. You're playing with the dead. Okay, you could feel like, okay, I'm getting back at you, but whatever spirits or forces or whatever universe, now you playing with that. No, I'm being honest. You tapping into that because you're playing with the dead, bro.
Yeah, bro. Listen up.
So my whole thing is that at that point, it got nothing to do with who you beefing with. Now you gotta take that up with God. You're playing with the dead.
But listen, just like you
I'm not playing with that.
Just like you got to take up with God playing with some woman or children. It's the same.
That's not the same thing, brother.
I mean,
the dead is the dead.
I'm
not playing with somebody that's not alive, bro.
I also look at the facts. I look at the facts. Look at how he responded, how emotional he was when he responded. You can tell.
Because he said something to his mother.
But what I'm saying,
he didn't say nothing to his mother. He posted a picture.
He posted a picture. So read the
bad
caption.
picture.
Read the caption.
What did the caption say?
Yeah, because you acting like he posted the picture like just to say, hey. He posted the kid's mother.
What did the caption say?
If somebody posts my mother on something disrespectful, it's up. Period. So I don't know. I mean, I think everybody ain't like that. Post my mother, it's up. I'm not gonna say
up.
You know why? Because once you post somebody's mother, the rules are out the window. That's what I'm trying to explain. It's rules. It's rules that's not written that you go by. Right? So I don't even think Fifth is taking it like that. It is what it is. He know the game. He like, all right, I get it. He know what he did, and he know what comes
No,
with
but
it.
what I'm trying to say is that when you're playing that
You
game,
feel like that.
No, I'm just saying when you playing that game, let's be ready to play the game.
No, for sure. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I agree with.
Be ready to play the game.
Yeah, if you
and I say that from a standpoint of somebody that
right.
So ready to play the game.
So listen. So what I'm saying is this. Yeah. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I've been saying that. If you're gonna do something, don't do something and then pull your hand back when you get seen in public or something like that.
Do you feel like he's pulling back now?
No,
he's not pulling back at all. He hasn't given no indication.
Quiet a little bit.
Who?
50.
Hell no.
He probably plotting, but he's not.
He just dropped something again. Like he took something down, he dropped something again. Like I took it down, but fuck that. That's
yeah.
So, but I'm saying what it is Fifth ain't taking under this serious, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like he understands. First of all, 50 is very smart. He's doing what he's doing for a reason. He understands everything. I don't think he's taking T.I.'s son serious. He know he's a kid. But, like I said, if you do something, somebody say something about my moms or post my moms, all the rules are out the window.
All right, so now I got this question, right?
That's like if somebody posts something about my daughter.
No. Valid.
All rules are out the window. You ain't gonna tell me. You ain't gonna tell me because you post my daughter, and you think everybody gets it. Your dead mother, your dead kid, everybody.
But
the rules are out the window at that point.
Let me ask you this though, right? Let me ask you this though, right? When Kodak Black did the same thing, why wasn't the response like this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so Kodak Black came at Tiny.
Recently?
No, a few years back.
What happened?
I think it was like during COVID. No, he dissed her. He did the same type of thing 50 did. He made a joke about how she looks, and it wasn't not this response from T.I. nor the family. So my whole thing is,
bro, I can't answer what the family is. I don't know. You ask me questions like I'm
saying. Now I'm giving.
I don't know.
No, what I'm saying to you is I'm giving you the same scenario. if the energy is the same energy, then there should be the same energy no matter
But you
who
can't say
does
that.
it.
Maybe they want the energy with 50, bro. Maybe T.I. felt like, all right,
But disrespect
hold
is
on,
disrespect.
bro, hold on. I can tell you like this. I don't fight drunk niggas. If I go out, I don't fight niggas that's drunk. I give them a pass because I know what I'll do to them. They're drunk. So you can say whatever you want, talk all the shit to me. I ain't gonna do nothing to them. Laugh at you. Look at this drunk nigga. Because if I beat you up, I'm gonna feel bad because I know you drunk. You get what I'm saying? So maybe at some point, just like I don't beef with niggas I know is soft. If I want to smoke with somebody, I want to smoke with the niggas that they say is official.
Nah, but
That's
disrespect,
it. That's me.
disrespect
I
is
don't
disrespect.
know.
Kodak called her Miss Piggy. That's what he said in the
Yeah,
comments.
Miss Piggy. There's no way you're gonna tell me.
I
that
don't know about that.
There's no way you're gonna tell me two people do the same thing and the response is different from one without the other. At some point, then it becomes okay. Well, I can't gain nothing from this one, but I can gain something from this one, so this one gets the response.
And it might be. Listen,
to me, that's not valid.
It might be that. All I'm saying, it might be that. I'm just saying I'm not related to T.I. I don't know nothing with T.I. So I don't know why he didn't respond to Kodak or you don't know.
I mean, me honestly,
Son could got handled behind the scenes. You don't know. That's why I don't want to talk about it. I don't know. But I'm just saying, in war, if somebody says something about my child, my mother, everything is up. You know, you can't tell me because you said something about my child or my mother. I can't. As I told you, you can't hit me and expect me not to do something back to you worse. It just don't go like that.
But what I'm saying
when you do something, expect whatever to come back to you.
No, it's not about me expecting it. And I think what I'm saying is that for me, it's not about, I'm not gonna say what I say because I got respect for you. I have respect for the dead.
I get you.
And I feel like that should be a thing that people have, period.
You said something about my kid, bro. I don't.
It doesn't matter. It's still the dead.
That's cool.
I got respect for the dead.
You say something about my kid or my mother, somebody close to me.
Cool.
I don't have no.
And I'm not saying I disagree with him.
I know what it is
in general. Especially, look at how heated he was.
Who, King?
Yes,
That's
he
his
made
moms.
that video.
That's his moms. You know how he
course.
felt. That's his moms.
Of course.
You disrespecting my moms on a platform for everybody to see. You gotta, So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying he's doing what he's doing as a son. That's all. He could be acting out of emotion, whatever it is, doing what he's doing as a son. And at that point, he's how old is he? He's a teenager. You know how these teenagers
No,
are.
he's like 20.
Like 20-something, right? You can't. He grown after 21.
But you
He's
still-
grown.
but you
T.I.
still
can't
older.
control him and tell him what not to do.
Bro, yeah, you could correct somebody for sure.
But hold on. But who said he didn't? Who said we don't know? Who said he
You're
didn't
still
tell him?
actively doing it.
Because you can't stop a grown man from doing what they want to do. You can tell him he shouldn't do that and all that, but it's still his mother. You can't tell what you want to do. How can you stop him?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, they were beefing a couple months ago.
Just
That's
like
what
the
I'm
other
saying,
one.
like if he can't control them.
They were already having their issues like
Yeah.
a couple months ago as well. So I feel like it's like they know he's the wild card
And
of
you
it
know,
all.
but hold on, the other one felt the way. The calm one.
Yeah, and he
did a
spit
record
something.
and came at him because that's their mother.
But he did it in a more
He didn't go
he
the
did
same
it. I was
thing,
gonna say he did it in a more
So,
respectful way. Like,
I-
are are you proud of your son doing this? That's
hold
what
on,
he
hold on.
said.
I got you.
Right.
He did it in the way of his personality, and King is the wild one that did it in the way of his
He a
personality.
Virgo too.
King?
So it just people
Still,
did it.
that's terrible.
People did it. They both did it, but just in the way of their person. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying I understand if somebody come on my
But I'm
mom's
not
what
gonna
it is.
lie, the allegations in the second son's record was crazy.
What?
They said that 50 Cent tried to burn the house down with the son and the mom in it.
I don't know. That been out though. That been actually didn't that. What you gotta say about that?
Yeah, what you gotta say about that?
yeah, I'm saying what I have to say about that. People can say a bunch of things. That shit is not proven.
Well,
You don't think that was true? I'm asking
It was
you.
out.
No, unless it's proven the fact. Is it a fact?
I guess he was
So I'm
right. I
broke
think
niggas
he's
to buy
a
something.
G-Unit.
Yes.
I don't know, man.
Everything
I don't
is
know.
the fuck he
They
is.
can do no wrong.
I'm not saying they can't do no wrong. I'm saying if it's not proven the fact, we're talking about the matter at hand. What I'm saying is that I
We
feel
can't
like
talk about that because you brought Kodak Black. So
I
that
feel-
don't have to do
I
with
feel
this.
like it's-
So why you brought
somebody
Kodak
brought
I
up that
brought
as
up
well.
Kodak
They did.
Black.
They said he
So
didn't
why
do
you
the
brought-
same
but you
thing.
just said
I brought up Kodak. Okay, so
but
listen,
you
right?
brought Kodak Black, same
Listen,
thing.
right? No, I'm just saying
Is that
myself.
the same thing or not?
It is the same thing. Because I'm saying
But-
if you step on my shoe, if she step on my shoe, if G-Lock step on my shoe, or KMD step on my shoe, me personally, I have a problem with anybody stepping on
I
my
get it.
shoe. I'm not going to say, oh, I don't have a problem with you good for stepping on
I'm
my
not
shoe.
going
I have
there.
a problem with KMD stepping on my
I'm
shoe.
going
I got a
over
problem
what
with
you-
everybody stepping
you
on my
just
shoe.
told
So if you
KMD.
disrespect me, I got a problem with being disrespected. I'm not gonna pick and choose who can
I got
disrespect me. Say, okay, you can disrespect me, but you can't. Camera
got you.
1, you can disrespect me. Camera 2, you can't. Camera 3, I'm alive. Camera 4, I'm gonna get mad. You can't disrespect me at all.
Unless
Period.
camera 3 is
No.
a big camera.
Don't matter. At that point, I'm willing to get knocked out. My camera 1, 3, and 4. If you want to stand on what you believe in, you gotta believe. If you really believe in what you believe in, you got principles and morals. It don't matter who's doing it.
I don't know what morals is.
Y'all kill me.
Morals is some shit.
Morals and ability at the same
Morals
time.
and abilities put together.
It's
But
elite.
It's
So,
elite shit.
hold on.
But no, if you got principles and morals,
So what I was saying is,
not going
I hear you, but you can't tell Cam D she can't bring up the fire situation, and you brought up something out of what you talking
no,
about.
she
too.
can bring up whatever.
You just said she can't do that, so you go
I mean,
back
I'm
now.
a
Is it Cam D?
I'm a fire sign. Who enhances water? Pour it out.
Nicole is
But all right, so we just so we could agree to disagree.
To disagree.
As always.
Now let me
it.
ask you this: if 50 and Ti have a versus, who y'all got? Let's talk about the music.
I think that'd be
I
good.
would go with 50.
I think that'd be good.
I think isn't that the reason why the whole thing started?
Allegedly.
So the-
Because
But
T.I.
this is the thing though. You're what I don't understand from the beginning is right. Why compete with somebody that's not competing music? That's like me and Goods battling, and a bunch of niggas doing battle rap call-outs to niggas that's not battling. Why would I battle you? So you're calling out somebody that's not their level of competing. I don't want to do it versus.
Why?
I don't want to
You
do
don't
diss
think they're
tracks.
on the
Hold
same
on,
level?
hold on.
No, they're not. They may be on the same level if we're talking about hits. They're not on the same level financially. They're not on the same level status-wise. One person wants to do songs. The other person can buy their catalog. What are we discussing? I don't want to do a versus, my nigga. I don't want to know. I feel like that because in my room of battle rap, that's like somebody nowadays calling me out and everybody oohing and ah, DNA battle you. Like, bro,
Didn't they come out at the same time?
I don't want to battle you though.
Or they didn't. Did they come out at the same time?
I can come out the same. We can be
Well,
born
no,
at.
no.
We can be born at the same minute. Does that mean we on the same level? No.
Yeah,
Okay, we
you
was
need
both
to be a
born at
lawyer.
5:58. I'm me and you're you.
That's a fact, though. You can't
Don't
be
matter
born
what-
on the same day but not be on the same level.
Yeah, we're not on the same level. I'm saying right now in battle rap, me and right.
or anything. Nobody
No,
cares about
what
it.
I'm saying is
What
right
does
now.
that mean? All right, they're born. Nobody's saying that.
No, but what
I
I'm
know,
saying though
I
is like
know.
right, it's people that are battle rappers right now. They'll do a call out. Oh, DNA, I'll 3-0 you. Ooh,
Yo,
they're
all
going
right,
crazy.
I want to say
Why
something
would-
before I forget. So that's like, why would you come at me dropping memes when I don't drop memes?
Because you came at me first though. I didn't come at you.
But I came at you musically, so why come me dropping
Because
memes?
I'm
when I
not
don't-
doing that right
I'm
now.
saying what you said. You said I'm not doing music. So why would he come at him doing music and he's not doing music? Why come at me doing memes when I don't do memes?
But that's not
so
a valid
I'm gonna come
point
at
if
you
you
the
come
way I
at
know
me.
how to come at you. It's the same thing.
No, you
can't
came
throw a
at me
punch.
first. I'm responding to you
You
how I want
can't
to.
throw a punch and tell me how to react.
You threw the punch first though.
So
My whole thing is right now, if somebody called me out the battle, I can respond to you calling me out however I want. You called me out. I'm not bothering you.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
want something from me.
Same thing. That's what I just said.
No, it's not. You're saying T.I.
That's exactly what you
That's
said.
No, it's
exactly
not.
what I'm saying.
T.I. called 50 out.
I know, but I'm saying it for everybody. You can't throw a punch and tell somebody how to react. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
For both. I'm saying it for both.
So what I'm saying is, for people that saying, yo, 50 get in the booth, 50 do verses. That's not what the man is doing right now. So why I respond
Listen,
like
listen. I agree. If he don't, I don't care if he don't want to get in the booth. He don't have to. He good. Yeah.
I'm not.
But
I'm just saying.
you can't get mad at people for feeling away at the way he's responding. I feel like he responded the way he wants, but some people are gonna feel away at the way he's responding.
But they
With
can't.
memes. You can't say that. So
I'm telling
so-
you. I'm telling you
so
the reason
then-
why you
so then
can't
can
say that is
hold
because,
on.
right?
So you can say the same thing for T.I. Then T.I. you can't get mad at T.I. responding with music.
No, I can because my whole thing is like if I'm acting. No, I'm telling you, it's not has nothing to do with a group. It has to do with anything, right? When I was battle rapping, right?
You real serious?
No, I'm being dead serious because this is something that I feel passionate about.
Yo, are you genuine? You're not even
No,
genuine.
nigga, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with me being me. When I was actively a battle rapper, you know this, Goods. You have a different stance.
Yeah,
I was willing to battle any and anybody at any given time. So,
Right.
nigga, don't wait until I say I'm not battling no more, and now you want to talk about DNA coming battle. Now you're asking me to do something when you currently have time.
But
When
this
50
situation
Cent, hold on,
presented
no. When 50 Cent and T.I. was both actively doing it, T.I. wanted no smoke. They both was recording. T.I. big things popping. 50 Cent had I Get Money in 2007. They both had an album that dropped the same year. He dissed you. Why you ain't respond then? We both doing the same thing now. Now I'm doing something else. Now you're still doing it.
Are you sure he did?
He never responded.
On no
That's
records,
documented.
he
He
didn't
never
say
said nothing about it, my nigga.
Oh.
So why you want to say something
I'm
now
not
when I'm not
asking you.
currently doing it? That's like when I'm actively a battle rapper and I'm saying, yo, anybody can get it. New nigga, old nigga, middle-aged nigga, halfway nigga. Nobody ain't saying nothing. I'm not gonna. Everybody do it. Who want to battle? Who want to battle? Who want to battle? Who want to battle? Nobody want to battle. Nobody want to battle. Now that I'm doing this, now everybody want to battle. Nigga, no, you don't get to battle me when you want to do it. When I was currently doing it and you was doing it, you didn't want to do it. Now I'm doing something else.
What
I don't have
are
to
you
stoop
gonna,
to what
all
you're
right,
doing.
I got a question for you.
I'll pay you
From
niggas not to battle.
Talking
So we don't
all
have
of
to
this.
battle.
First of all, I think you shit on Taylor. T.I. good. He's up. You're bugging.
I'm not saying he's not.
Okay,
Absolutely.
he's great because you was talking about how he could buy his catalog. T.I.'s great. If you look like both of them.
No, but what I'm saying is one
good.
person has a franchise of television shows and another person is trying to do
So
a music battle.
Yo, bro, I'm asking you something. So do you think television shows is the only way you can make money?
No, I'm saying
You don't know what investments nobody got. And what
I'm
they got
not
money
saying
in.
he don't have investments.
Because
I'm
you
saying
said
if I pivot, first of all, right, you're selling merchandise right now, right? At one point in time, you are actively competing. Who wants to smoke? I'm a battle rapper, I'm doing If at that time you call somebody out and they pivoted away from it, and now you're doing what you're doing, and you don't do that no more, and now they're asking for the smoke, it's odd because it's like when I was doing what you were doing, you did not want the action. So why do you want the action now that you know I'm not in that space?
It's not all
that doesn't make sense to me.
It's not odd to me because I'm still a rapper at heart, and no matter what I'm doing, rapping is what my
it's
first love. So
that sounds good, but it takes a certain level to get you to do what you first love now. Because
I'm
you have
still
other
gonna
things
do it.
going on, right? You're not still gonna do it. It
But you
depends on the
just said-
situation to do it.
Right, so you just said two different things.
Good looking out.
It depends on the situation because that's my first love. I don't count it out completely because I'm still a rapper at heart. Even though I don't think about it now, but it might. Today I just dropped the freestyle. I just feel like doing it. I'm a rapper at heart. Sometimes I get the urge to do stuff. Now I'm not saying. I'm saying with T.I. T.I. felt like he wanted. T.I. ain't do music in I don't know how long. He felt like he wanted to do music now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to T.I. The record he dropped was dope, right? I feel like if 50 Cent drops something, it's gonna be dope. 50 Cent just in a different place. He don't want to do no music. I get you and I understand that. I'm just saying T.I. just felt like he wanted to do music, so he's doing music. I don't disagree with how 50 Cent responds. I'm not saying he need to respond on track. I don't think he can do whatever he wants. He good. You know what I'm saying? But you not being logical. You just being on one side.
No,
I'm not being on one side. I'm being in the middle. Let's let Candy talk. Candy, what you think?
No.
Guys that's watching, Candy's soul is gone.
Oh my
She got a
God,
new nigga.
no.
Oh, we still doing a dating show though, so they're gonna be tight.
Yo, you're doing too much.
Right.
What's the question exactly? Because I hear both of you guys.
What do you feel without playing the middle? I hate people that play the middle. So
He
what do
I'm
you
not. I'm just listening.
feel? What do you feel? What do you
on
feel?
what exactly?
What DNA is saying. The truth. Because he's the one that's on one side. So that's what I'm saying.
What it seems like.
Oh, do you feel what I'm saying? Because I'm saying I understand, you know.
It jumps. We started like the new part was who you got in a versus catalog based, not where you're at financially or what you have going on. I get what you're saying though. You're saying you feel like T.I. is doing all of this because he has a project and it is a marketing tactic. Technically, if you go after somebody who's a big dog, look at what happened with Kendrick and Drake. So I get what you're saying.
We forget that DNA was in the shows too. So he got a real. I understand. I would be doing the same thing. Fuck it, D. I appreciate you. I understand.
So
I didn't really think about it.
Apparently,
Keep going.
so apparently he did respond to Kodak Black. He responded with a diss track
There we go.
in 2019,
There we go.
expeditiously.
Who said that? Who run it up? Oh, I remember that.
Now you
Expeditiously.
remember.
No, I remember the name because I can't say it. I remember the name because I can't say it.
Listen,
Because
that
that's
guy's nothing to do.
No, DNA, you're wrong. She just.
No, I'm not
So
talking
just say you're
about that.
wrong.
I was
You
just
want me to say
going
I'm
back.
wrong?
Yes, bro.
Yes.
She just.
Okay.
You just went
I was
crazy
wrong.
in 2007.
I was
when I was walking with no sneakers on my feet.
Listen, hold
my
on.
foot was hurt.
Listen,
He
hold
said
on.
there respond. You was wrong, bro. Hold on.
Yes,
I understand why you going to that. I get it.
That's not. You don't understand why I got into it. Yes, I was wrong. T.I. responded to Kodak Black. I'm mistaken on that. My bad. My apologies.
You don't apologize for it.
That's cool. Only thing I was saying was, which I'm gonna stand on, is if we not in the same space in life, you cannot equate us to doing the same thing. That's like somebody asking you to come hang out on the corner, and you don't hang out on the corner no more. Mm-hmm. So why are we having a battle on the corner? I'm not on the corner no more. You are. Have fun on the corner.
But didn't you just battle somebody who wasn't even active?
And guess what? I was a fucking fool. And I can admit that. That's what I'm. This is the thing. The jacket that I got on, I can wear my jacket.
Thinking like that?
No, because he's not a fucking fool. And I learned. So catch me doing that again.
So
catch me. This is what I did, right? This is what I did. Look at the punching down. I will never punch down anymore.
No,
those don't hurt. I have to be punching you here. So I learned my lesson. But now I'm seeing somebody in a higher position say, "No, I'm not going to play that game."
Hold on, let me answer
so
that
why
real
would
quick.
I do it again?
Hold on, let me answer that same thing. Now for me, I want to say, because I knew me going into it, I'm watching, I know it's no winning and it's stupid because you got somebody lower than you, but the rapper in me finally came out. It's just, I can't tell you I might not do it again because I'm still a rapper at heart. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it. So we got two totally different takes. I can say that because I would say this one I thought I wasn't. I'm not doing this shit.
Yeah.
It's beneath me. But the rapper in me made me finally just do it out of nowhere. Talking with Clips, stupid ass. Talking to Clips, hitting me up, man. But I still was saying no, and G-Lock made me.
But Clips was the double.
No, it was you. It was both of you.
Nah,
it was both of you.
I'm just talking to you. Clips talking to everybody.
My thing is, it took me a while but the rapper finally came out because I'm still a rapper at heart. So I think, I don't really know. So you don't know if that happened. You still a rapper at heart too?
Yeah.
But I just feel like 50 Cent is way more petty. So even if he doesn't do a diss track, he's doing something.
I won't do that again.
I think what's whack is this.
I
think what's whack is this. 50 wild on everybody. Now we got a little YN that want all the smoke because this is what YNs do. You can't be mad at him. He got somebody that want to smoke with him. 50 win everything easy. So now he got somebody that want to go back and forth with him. It ain't that easy. The whole family jumping in.
Salute.
So back to the original question: who do you have in the verses?
50.
I got 52, but I think a lot of people. I think people are not understanding T.I. catalog though.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a destroy. Like it's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be
Rubber band, bring them out,
than people
it's
think.
gonna go crazy.
So you gotta look at it like this. See, another thing.
Serious.
Another thing is we not from Atlanta. We ain't from down there. When T.I. was out, that nigga was Jay-Z down there.
Right.
Even in New York, this
No, it came all the way up. That's my point. So I got 50, of course, but I know it's gonna be a good one if it was to happen. I can say that.
Would you say it's the equivalent to the last debate we had, Banks and Fab? Would you put them in the same?
No.
Nah, I think, to be honest with you, I always said if somebody do a versus, it would have to be the top 6 people that gotta go against each other. Would be Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki, 50, Jay-Z, Kanye, Busta at 7.
But mind you, 50 does have a catalog of crazy. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
The Massacre.
Yeah.
Don't throw no fucking action on sight. And all. Even if he drop his verses off of any of those G Unit shits.
Who's getting it? He wants an Iceman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So wait,
Me,
so
DNA.
if you could pick separate opponents for them each, who would you put T.I. against and who would you put 50 against?
I would put T.I. against somebody from down there.
Gucci.
Nah, Jeezy.
Or Gucci.
Okay.
No.
Gucci.
And then what about 50?
50 and Jay. 50 and Kanye.
50,
Yeah.
The 6 I named, yeah.
Yo, hold on.
50 and Drake.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yo,
like that.
Big Half 86.
should we read?
Who said that?
Big Ralph.
Big Ralph.
What did Big Ralph say?
That y'all planned your outfits.
No, is Big Ralph super chat?
Yeah. We don't read nothing but that.
Okay, how much?
Y'all gotta state the rules.
Yeah,
so what is it?
How much is Big Ralph super chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, shout out to Big Ralph. What is that?
Yeah.
Well, he said y'all planned your outfits.
How much?
I gotta keep track of those.
Yeah, we able to pin it.
That's one for him and one for him.
So,
Okay, cool. How much was Big Ralph
Yeah.
super chat?
right.
Unless you want
Big
it.
Ralph ain't super chat nothing.
So why are we talking about Big Ralph?
That was just funny.
So then what's the rule so we can say it?
I'm Little Ralph. Let's keep going.
Yeah, I'm be real with you. I don't really respond to like.
I'm Little Ralph.
Nothing but super chat.
No,
That's why I was
no, it's not that. I don't respond. I don't
What you
respond
talking
to
about?
bum niggas.
Amanda, let's get into that literacy.
No, but let's be real. I don't respond to bum. Yo, hold on.
Hold up,
Yo,
before you say that, you gotta chill, because sometimes it be our friends.
You got your hoodie on.
Yeah, it be our friends.
Shout out
It be
my
our-
nigga. Shout out my
Yeah,
nigga.
this nigga. Because, you know, Charles. Yeah,
I'm
Charles
on
is
edge,
kinda-
Ralph.
yeah.
I'm on edge. Everybody comments get it from now on, Ralph. I'm on edge.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they be the family.
If you supported me in any kind of way, man, they know how I am. I fuck with them. They know that. I thought, it could easily be a hater. You don't know.
No, it is, but they be having like the crown next to it. That's like the people
That's
that always come back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, shout out Big Ralph then. We can say shout out Big Ralph.
Shout out to Little Ralph.
But that was funny, him saying y'all playing your outfit.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, no, he could.
I saw Larry Love in it
If
playing
he
hooky
support, I
from
don't
work
care. I'll
ass
play with them.
nigga.
Those my niggas. The people that support, I rock with them. I don't
Yes.
care. They can play on
He's
this.
a support.
I'm with my daughter.
Yo.
Shut up. Yo, one of these gonna catch you and break you up. The fuck you talk about? You sit there playing and they gonna catch you and fuck you up.
If they do 240 and better, they got it.
You can't hit 240, D. We
I said if they can
That's
do
why he's-
240 and better, they got it.
Oh, all right.
Say it more.
225 and better, they don't got it?
No.
Okay, I got you.
No.
Talk to that.
So are we saying the rules to the chat before we go to the next segment, or?
No, they already know. Super chat, ask the question, and we got you. That's all.
Yeah, super chat. Make it good.
Nah, they can ask what they want to be super chat.
Make it good.
Yeah, because we out here on the late
No,
night.
this will be the
on
first
the
super chat
weekend.
where I'll send you your money back if I don't want to answer it. So make it good.
I always said it nothing back. I don't know.
I mean, y'all can say that I will. If you
Electric
don't ask it
bill,
to
right.
good. You ask me something I don't want to answer, I'm going to give you a refund and tell you no. I don't want to talk to you about it. I'm good.
Okay.
I mean,
Where we at? What's the next round we talking
super
about?
chat, I'm a super
Yeah,
guy.
they was
Financial
saying,
literacy?
Financial literacy. This is it's like being a
Financial literacy.
When did you guys learn how? When did you guys learn how to manage your?
DNA just learned how to
It's a
manage
different kind of bad. It's
Oh, you did.
definitely-
When did you learn how to
not
actually?
just,
I would say when did
but
you?
like the past.
Because
Nah, you like what? A good 5 years?
No.
last, I think 2 weeks ago, you guys skipped over it
Yeah.
when you were talking about financial literacy, and I wanted to know when did you guys officially learn how to like really handle your money and learn?
That's the wrong battery.
So is the other one
I
over there?
can't have that.
Okay. When did you finally learn how to really handle your money correctly? Because that's something that is not taught in schools. It's not really, you really
Yeah.
have to pay for that type of education, and that's why a lot of us are down.
I learned from being hands-on and taking a lot of losses, being up 1 week or up for 1 month, down the next month. You know what I'm saying? It was times when I was coming up, especially in the streets, I was up. You couldn't tell me nothing. I'm walking, I'm up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the club, I got 10,000 on me. And then 1 month it'll be a drought, I'll be down, trying to look for something with no money. That's what made me learn. I gotta manage my money better. You know what I'm saying? When you go from buying whatever you want to not being able to buy nothing, you got a budget, that'll teach you. Or, you already did? You want to say anything more?
I'm good. I was letting you finish. I mean, we in class.
This is what you want to talk about, though. So what,
No, I mean,
what
I
you
want
take?
to talk about it. I mean, for me, like, I'm 50-50. I'm African American, so. No, y'all.
What does this
I'm
mean?
lost.
Let me know.
Can you explain?
Like, yo, it's sad before I even get through the thought. It's just.
I don't know what throw it.
I mean, no, because it's like before
I'm
I can
sorry,
even get
can
through
I-
my thought,
I'm sorry.
you know what I mean? People are just already judgmental. This is what
I wanted to know what you meant meant by that.
Nah, you
That's
don't
what I was
understand
saying.
the 50-50.
I wanted to know what you
No,
meant by
50-50
that.
because I feel like as an African American person, when you gain a certain amount of wealth and money, you're never going to be financially
Is it another one?
illiterate, like literacy the correct way, like all the way. Like me, I still buy shit I have no business buying, just
Well,
because.
what that mean? We know a bunch of black people that know.
No, but I'm saying like when you come from certain backgrounds, till you get to a certain point with being a rapper, you're always gonna just do shit.
But I don't
that
listen.
you got no business
But
doing.
hold on. So I don't agree with that, right? I don't feel like you not doing. You can't say you doing something you have no business doing, because like with me, if I said this in a rap before, I think if I want something for 10,000, I gotta make 50 before I buy it. That's just something I put in myself. So that's me teaching myself. You know what I'm saying? How to.
But you still spending 10,000 as well.
Yeah, you can't tell me. Yeah, why not? If I
That's
work
what
hard to
that's
do,
how
why
I'm viewing it. I'm saying like to someone else, the way they view the money is like $1,000 jacket is like pointless.
But that's
what
dumb.
I'm saying.
That's
Like
what
me, I'm never gonna get to the point of where it's like I'm still not. You know what I mean? Because of my culture and what the things that I like, I'm still gonna wind up buying.
So I'm asking you, do you care that they think the $1,000 jacket is pointless?
No, I have it on right now.
Then that's my point.
So
That's my deal with that. But no,
And tell them the stitching is way different on that $1,000.
but that's but
$1,350 to be exact.
But that's but He's hilarious. But that's my point. My point
No, but
is,
all joking
you
aside-
work. My point is you work hard to
Yeah,
buy
I
the
work
things
very
you
hard.
like. It ain't like you spend all your money and be broke with a closet full of
Oh,
those
no.
jackets. Then
So
that's
working hard is great, but what do you guys have in place to make your money work for you? Do you guys do investing, like?
No, all of that. But this is my thing to what I'm gonna say to this, right? When she said, "How do you do it?" Because certain people don't do it. My thing, the first thing is, I think a lot of people get complacent, right? Whether in battle rap it's the lead, whether in the music industry it's the label. I think you have to get to a point where it's like you don't want to be dependent on somebody else. That's the first time I gained it, because I used to be a person that relied on every battle check to do what it is that I want. And then when you realize that somebody else controls your fate, you can never be in a place of even being close to obtaining generational wealth because somebody else is dictating the income. So the first thing I did was make sure that I'm in control of my income. When I wake up, I'm able to make my own money at what time I want to make it, at what pace I want to make it, and how fast I want to make it, then rely on another individual to dictate when I eat. And I think that's the problem that a lot of people have. Whether
That's
it's a 9 to 5.
American system, though.
Yeah, but that's why you have to break the system.
Absolutely,
I think the anomaly is that most people view being an entrepreneur or doing it yourself as something that's so far-fetched, but it's not. It should be the norm. You should never wake up and try to fulfill somebody else's dream.
It should be.
You should wake up to fulfill your dream.
Even down to school systems, they teach you how to be a worker.
But that's what I'm
not
trying. But when we talking about it, I'm saying that's what you have to break.
Well, me and G-Lock, it's a dope thing. Me and G-Lock will just talk about this, and we we need more of this. We talk about starting classes where we can teach certain things. I could teach people how to be a business owner and to do their own sneaker and do their own clothes and do that. I think we need to step up and do that and make more classes and stuff like that for people to do, because not a lot of people that's doing that. So they just going off of what's taught in school.
No, but also it takes, like, I feel like even with you, right? You have a store, you have a sneaker, you have clothes. It takes a certain level of delusion for you to believe that you can come up with a sneaker that people will actually buy and do that.
And you got to teach people delusion.
No, and I feel, but you can't teach that.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
You want me to tell you why you can't teach delusion? Because delusion comes with you believing. You can't teach somebody to believe in something they don't believe in.
No, that's
But
why
you can inspire them.
Yeah.
You can inspire them to believe.
You can inspire. Bro,
And if
what
you
I'm
paint-
trying to tell you, though,
look, I could paint a
Go ahead.
vision for you.
Mhm.
This is how I sell a project to you. How I sell my vision to you, other than you going with another director. I have to make you a believer by selling my vision to you to even land the job. So that's making you a believer. That's inspiring somebody to see your vision. So you can do that with people, just like how I do it when I train, gangsters how to be filmmakers. You know what I mean?
No, but what I'm trying to tell you is that you can run a class, but you can't teach somebody to believe in something they don't believe in. That has to come from within. So that's what I'm saying. You can't teach delusion
So
because.
you're basically
but
saying
you
you
can
can't
aspire.
teach the hustle because you either born a hustler or you not.
No, I'm not saying that.
No,
I'm saying,
you can grow from that.
I'm saying the reason why you can't teach delusion is because I have to believe in this sneaker so much that I'm willing to risk everything that I possibly have. I'm willing to go broke. I'm willing to become homeless because I believe I can sell the sneaker. You can't sell me on that because you can believe this sneaker can sell, but if I don't believe it in my heart, then I'm not going to take the risk to sell the sneaker. So I can run a course and tell you everything on how you can do it, but I have to have that belief because the belief is then going to create the delusion because I believe in it so much. Just like being a rapper.
I can't
Right?
sell
Hold
you
on, hold on,
drive.
hold on.
I can't sell you drive.
You can't
But
sell
I
delusion.
can inspire
I can
you.
inspire
You can
to
inspire
In
anybody.
vision.
But what I'm saying is it's some people that's inspired that say, wow, I'm inspired on what this person did. But they still don't have the confidence that they can do it, to believe in it. So I'm saying you can't sell delusion because delusion comes from belief. I was like for instance, right? Like I said with your sneaker. Whatever I did, for instance, making it on Power, right? We joke about it and say that. But I was delusional. I was a fan of watching the TV show, and somewhere in my mind, crazy mind, I believe I could get on the show one day. Nobody could have sold me that. People could tell me that a million times, you can get on the show. But I had to believe it. Just like I had to believe I could be a rapper.
But it's tough. But that's the thing. The thing is this though. The thing is, before you believed you could be a rapper, you believed you couldn't.
No.
So, yes, you didn't think about it. You didn't put no thought into it to know if you could be a rapper. Now, when you start believing you could be a rapper is when you put thought into it. So we teach people. If I go on my platform, I got 250K, and that's why I do it. I show people, yo, look, I got a sneaker. If I did a sneaker, you can do a sneaker. I come from the same place you come from. I'm not privileged. You know what I'm saying? You can pull up on me and see me. When you show people that and they see somebody come from where they come from do something, it inspires people to do it. You can't inspire somebody to do it. That's why I said you can't teach delusion. You can inspire somebody to do something. That's what I meant by.
And you could give them the gems. You might not completely sell them on the delusion, but you could give them the skill to make something happen, and eventually you will believe it. Once you see it, once you see what you plan for come to fruition, once you see your fruits blossoming, you start to believe. It's just like going to church. When humans are next to each other, our brains really connect in frequency. That's why a whole bunch of bad apples, everybody turn bad. That's why a flock of holes, they all the hoeing. Because your brain, when you next to each other, it's like if I was in a group of kids and one dude is like, yeah, I'm a player for the Himalaya, and it's like, yo, you love that girl, you a suck ass nigga. You're like, nah, I don't love her. I'm a player too. Because your brain, if you connected to the people, the energy that's around you, that's you becoming a believer eventually.
I got something even off of that to what you were saying. Think about when you was 5 years old or something like that, and you saw the athletes with the sneakers. Did we never thought in a million years we could do a sneaker? Only person that had sneakers was athletes. You think I thought I could do a sneaker my whole life? No. It took for me to get older and realize that I can do it if I want to do it. The whole time up until now that I did a sneaker, I didn't think I could do a sneaker. Never in a million years. So you can't say that. Hey, you can't.
Listen, what I'm saying, I think we're having two different conversations. I'm not saying y'all doing the class will be fire. You can inspire people and motivate people all the time. You can't never make someone believe in something they don't believe in. That's the point I'm saying. You can't. That's it. Because someone else has to believe in it.
Look at the church, yo.
So what I'm trying to say is, for you to believe in something, I can give you motivation. I can give you encouraging words. You still have to believe in
dirty ass milk.
If you
beating
don't
us in a battle.
Yeah,
you don't believe in that.
Oh
Yo,
my God.
They believe.
Once you drink that Kool-Aid.
I'm saying if you don't believe in it, I'm saying delusion comes in from high belief because you believe something far-fetched. Somebody can believe because you said something, but that doesn't mean you're going to have that sense of delusion, right? Even in terms of you doing this, right? When you go and get all these pairs of sneakers, that part of that is delusion if you never sold it before. It only doesn't become delusion once you already seen how much money you made because now you're basing it off analytics. The first time you say, I'm going to create a sneaker, I'm going to get 300 pairs of this sneaker and I'm going to sell out. You're delusional.
I don't think
because you're not delusional. The reason why I'm telling you delusional is because you've never done it before.
No, but I feel like
it's a good thing.
I feel like I feel like you heard Buster say this, and I heard Buster say something like this, and you just for Buster say.
I've never heard Buster say it.
This is not your words.
These are my words. I've never heard Buster say this.
So what I'm saying to you is, I don't feel like it's delusional to believe you do something. I feel like you can push somebody to believe they can do something.
I think it's delusion. I would say it's delusion just because I saw a video about this before, like how you just said if you don't sell these sneakers unless you see like the money come in, then you know it's like, oh no, this isn't a delusion anymore. Like this is now. But I would say like even like your job, like as battle rappers, that in the beginning is low key delusion. You are already commanding a crowd to listen to you while you are rapping in front of people. Right there in itself. Like
the reason why I'm
you feel me? Like
I swear I was about to say that because that's not
delusion is a vision of something that's not there.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to say. So if you've never done something and you believe you can do it without basic proof that you can do it, it's delusion.
No, it's not.
And it's drive. It's a whole lot
drive.
of
But what I'm
stuff.
saying is if you
Drive,
never
it's confidence.
okay, look, right? The moment you've never sold a sneaker ever in your life and you say I can sell 1,000 pair of sneakers, you're delusional. Is that bad? No. That's
No.
you
We're not
believing
saying
in
it's
yourself.
bad, but
That's because I could sell a package of crack. I can sell a package
what I'm
of
trying
crack
to tell you, yo,
to
but what,
strangers.
yo, listen, right?
I can sell a sneaker to people
but
I
you
know.
what I'm saying is, though, for instance, you said
I
crack.
understand that.
When Frank Lucas said, I'm going to be the biggest drug dealer in the world when I make Blue Magic, before Blue Magic hits the street and everybody's getting high off it and buying it, you're delusional. Because you didn't do it yet. And you have this epiphany that you can do something that has not happened.
But
That's
that
you
is
have
crack,
no
though.
proof
The
of
first
it.
hit of that shit is
delusional
selling
is
itself.
characterized by or holding false beliefs or judgments about external reality that are held despite
Now look up crack.
Evidence.
Crack ain't delusion. They love that shit.
Despite having evidence to the contrary.
Here go my thing.
So wait, real quick.
Go ahead.
What you just said, knowing something without seeing it,
So-
wouldn't that be
No,
technically clairvoyance?
No, what I'm saying is this, KMD. We're basing it off odds, right? Goods, DNA. Before we become who we are, how many rappers are there? How many people do this same thing and they're not successful at it? All of that for you to then say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to become this, I'm going to be one of the most popular people in the world.
Because I never
That's
said that.
delusional.
Yeah, but I never felt like that.
I did.
So
You
that's
never-
you.
you
So
never
there
felt
we go.
delusional?
No, I never felt like I'm going to be a rapper. I'm going to be the biggest rapper in the world. I'm going to be good. No.
I think
So
that
you can't say that. You felt that way.
What
I never
I'm
felt
saying
that
is
way.
having a thought about something that's not proven. I'm not even saying that me and you had it. I'm saying when you're saying you can instill belief in somebody, the only thing I said is you can't do that. You can inspire somebody, you can motivate somebody. You can't make somebody believe in
Yes, you
something
can.
in
I
themselves.
agree with
No, you
that.
can't.
Yes, you can.
You can't.
you
make
can't
nobody
wait.
believe in
Say it
them.
again. You said you can't make.
I said you
That's
can't.
right.
Right?
Wait.
That's
Wait.
like a magic trick. If I hit you with the hand, you like, oh shit.
No. What I'm saying is right now,
We
right?
made
Wait.
it disappear.
Right now,
You
right?
believe it.
Right
Can
now,
you
right?
say your
So what
answer
about
again?
atheists?
Say what you.
No, my
No.
answer is this,
That's
right?
different.
My answer
Yo,
is this, right?
y'all
My answer is this, right? I'm gonna tell you like this.
Yo, you take the
No, I'm gonna
goalpost
give you something simple.
and
They
ran
take the goalpost.
and
No,
spiked
no.
that
She took
shit.
that shit outside.
So
Hold on, I'm gonna give you
I'm
something
gonna say
simple.
something.
She said, what about atheists?
Because you said atheist, right? So I can tell there's a divide because I can tell by the way you're speaking, you're very spiritual. So you're coming from like a spiritual. No, because he's coming from a spiritual aspect. Like don't get me wrong. No,
Y'all are
no,
laughing.
because that's
I'm being
how.
serious.
No,
bro.
no, I'm not.
I know
I'm not
you get what I'm
saying
saying.
it
Yeah,
in-
no, they are. They're playing.
You're coming from a spiritual aspect because we use words like you're like being delusional and he's saying being a big dreamer. You know, so
No, but I'm
coming
saying it
from
like
two
this, right? For
different
instance, right?
mindsets.
I'll give you a prime example. We could go to something simple. He's working out before I was, right? Yo, DNA, you could work out, you could do this. Yo, DNA,
You
you
never
could do
thought
that.
you could get 225 in your
Hold
life.
on, huh?
You never thought you could get
Hold
225.
on.
No, I'm being serious.
Hold on.
Did you ever think you could get 225 in your
Bro,
life
let me
when you
finish.
first went to the gym?
He's working out, right?
That's my
before
point.
me. He's telling me, DNA, you could work out, you could do this, get in shape, bro. You
I
can do that.
inspired him.
That's cool. I didn't believe none of it. That's what you can do. Nigga, you're lifting all these weights. You're doing that. When I got in the gym and my trainer put the weights on, and my trainer didn't even believe in it. I believed in it. I said, yo, I want to go for 225. We went for 200. Boom, I lifted up 200. Okay, you got 200, 215. We got 215. Boom. Yo, this all happened in the same day. Yo, put 225 on the board. Got 225 on the board. That only happened because I believed in it. At any given moment, if my confidence was down and I believed I couldn't do it, it wasn't going to happen. Nobody can instill your belief. If you believe it, you believe it.
He motivated you to the point that made you a believer because you said
No, but
you
you're not
didn't
understanding. and he put no.
And then
You can put
believe
the thought in somebody's mind. From seeing Goods work
Inception.
out, from the weight that I seen that he was at to where he got, that let me know, okay, damn, if he did it, then damn,
His
maybe
motivation.
That's
That's
what
maybe,
makes you a
maybe,
believer.
maybe no. I said from
Motivation.
seeing him do it, he motivated me.
Into believing.
and to believing you can do it.
No, bro, because I'm believing I can do it once I do it. Because I had to believe it.
Right, but
You can't and still
what
believe
made
in
you
somebody
believe
else.
you could do it? What made you just
Me.
say? What made
Once
you?
I seen I could do it.
Yo, G-Lock.
Once I changed my eating
Hold on,
habits
hold on.
and I seen my stomach getting
But what
smaller,
made you
I
do
believed
that?
I could do
He
it.
proved that.
But
Yo,
what
please
made-
say it in the chat.
I never said
bugging?
somebody can't motivate or inspire you, but you still have to believe it to do it.
I'm not saying no. See, that's moving to go. Yes, I agree with you. You still
But that's what
have
I've
to.
been saying from
You
the
still,
start.
you still have to believe in yourself to do it, but you can't be motivated to do something, bro.
I hear both sides, but I feel like I'm trying to recall a situation where you can motivate, you can inspire, but as soon as you leave, that person doesn't believe it. So everything you taught them or made them like
Goes out the window unless they believe it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Even if that thought goes out the window, they still planted the seed.
All right, I'll give you a prime example. All right, watch this, G-Lock, right?
Never put me
I'll give
on,
you something right now.
Yes.
We'll lose it on the flip side. I seen Goods sell all the sneakers in the world, right?
Yes.
I seen Goods sell all the cologne in the world, right? Goods hit me up and said, DNA, do you want to sell a sneaker? No, Goods. I'm not interested in that. That's not my forte. You know why? Because I don't believe in that shit. I'm motivated. I'm inspired. I seen him do it. He showed me the residuals as proof he's not lying. I
So
know
that-
he made that off of the
okay.
sneaker. I don't believe I can do it.
So that means
I'm good.
All
I'm
that
gonna
means
do what I
That's just
know.
not
you don't
something
believe
you want
in
to do.
everything. You don't believe
That's
in
it. That's
everything.
just not something you want to do.
No, if I
Y'all-
believed
y'all
in it,
take
I
one-
would do it.
Yes, that's my point.
So
That's
my whole
something-
point is you have to believe
All right.
to do
Hold
it.
on, hold on.
I believe I can fly.
I'm gonna tell you what that's. I'm
Nah,
gonna
you
tell
can
you what
never
that's
say
about.
that again. Because you
I
said that
can
to
go
me.
on
Yo, G, like, take off your hat. I can believe you can fly.
I
You
believe
can never
it.
sing that song
I'ma
again.
tell
I'm
you-
thinking about that
I'm
shot.
gonna tell you why what he said is not fact. Somebody just hit me up now. I'm working on a sneaker for somebody right now, right? When he went to the army, he saw my post of me saying, "Y'all, I'm helping people do cologne or sneakers. Hit me up." He said he didn't believe he could do a sneaker, so my post said, "You know what? I see Goods doing it. He inspired me to do it, so I want to try this." I inspired somebody to do it. He's not delusional. He thought he couldn't do it, but because he see me doing it, he said, "Okay, I want to try this." That goes back to me saying, when I did a sneaker, I didn't say, "I'm gonna do a sneaker. I'm gonna be successful. I said, "I'm gonna try this because I'm a hustle. So I'm gonna try everything. I always wanted to do a sneaker. I sold a cologne. Fuck it, I'm gonna try to do a sneaker. I don't know what's gonna happen from it, but I'm not scared to lose. So it's not me being delusional. I didn't think I was gonna be so super successful doing a sneaker. So for you, say that. But it's not like that for everybody. You can't be inspired to do something you think you can't do. You don't have to be delusional. You can't be inspired to think you can do something you can't do. It might be a person that picks up a camera and they don't think they could be shooting on ESPN and doing stuff like that at all. G-Lock might talk to them. He might show them how to use the camera, show them some of the stuff he did. They might be inspired to do it. And still think they can't do it. Do you understand that?
And then one day,
Do you know how much stuff?
Then in one day it just makes sense.
Do
to
you
them.
know how
They're
much?
like,
Right.
oh.
Do you know how much stuff that I do? First of all, I'm a Virgo. I second guess everything I do. So do you know how much stuff I do that I'd be like, damn, what the fuck am I doing? I don't know if I could do this. And I still go and do it?
Well,
Fire.
right there, you just second guessed it, kind of. You have to kind of be delusional to still do it.
No,
I
I
feel.
don't. I'm just a hustler.
I mean, you just, but
so
the hustlers are delusional. Like I would say, because just because you just said you, just because you.
One-liner that makes sense for all
There
of
we
this.
go. Thank you. I think illusion will come to Trendy
Hustle
Bird.
is
That's
different
not.
with everyone.
What'd you say?
Hustle is different with everyone. I think that kind of like sums it up.
And you don't gotta be. My thing is, when it comes to things, I'm not saying you can't be what you're saying. Like you gotta be delusional for some things. I don't think everybody is like that, bro. I think some people just do stuff like me. Like I said, everything I do, I don't feel I can do. I just do it and take a
They
shot.
say KMD don't want to be here. Let them know.
But-
Let them know she happy here.
I'm happy. I'm listening.
Yeah.
But
you
what I'm
bitch ass
saying-
niggas.
G-Like, you be letting the comments get to you. I don't care. Who
I don't give a fuck. I just didn't want her.
But I only say no. I only
What
say
the
that
niggas
I'm.
scared about, nigga?
I'm
Fuck these
Yeah,
niggas.
look at this.
What I'm saying
Stop.
is, right? You want to be on the highest level of whatever you do. Of course, we all do things that we don't believe in. I'm saying the highest level, maximum. You willing to invest money and all your devoted time. You have to be delusional.
I just think delusion is the
That's
wrong
what I'm
word.
trying to say.
I would say
That's
no,
all
just
it is.
because I would say delusion.
Nah, bro, we ate good before this.
I would
Nigga, I
say
want to be here. Nigga, I eat good every day, nigga.
Right.
Bro, we eat good.
Yo,
They think
What you
we
talking about?
Delusion, she just said it, is literally mental illness. Y'all using the wrong word because it sounds cool. That's
No,
the problem.
it's
We're
because-
using the word and making it a metaphor.
No, we're not.
That's
using the
what we're
word.
doing.
Who said that it's a
We're
mental
making
illness?
It
It
is.
is.
It is in the definition.
It
If you
is.
extend the definition,
That's
it's-
cool.
it's
They're not
as
having a mental illness.
You
That's
have to.
right.
No, it's just
Yeah,
because.
right.
No, it's
Yeah,
just
we
because.
I know that.
No, it's literally
That's
just
cool.
because you just said when you second guess certain things, like how you said I'm a Virgo. Everything I do, I second guess it right after I do it, but I'm still gonna go out and do it because I believe in myself. So
I don't
you
feel like
still
that's
have to
good.
have some type of like. I
drive.
have to. You have to have a drive,
Right,
and you have to have like a
somebody
delusion
said
with that.
it.
To use.
Somebody just
Y'all
said-
use delusion as a
Use
metaphor.
the word driven. How does that sound? That's what somebody just said.
Drive.
Somebody just said
Yeah,
that.
but G-Lock just said that.
No, they have posted before.
All right, but it don't matter. He said it.
But
without
what I'm
looking at it.
saying is this, right? It is a
That's
certain.
my point. There's a bunch of other words you can use.
It is a bunch of different words, but I'm saying for certain
Drive
things,
is the key word. I
it
have
is
drive.
delusion because it's not. It's far fucking fetched. It's not close
No,
to
it's
happening.
far-fetched to you.
It's
Why
far
is
fetched
that?
to most people. Yo,
But that's a part of being
That's just
creative.
drive.
all right, so when you saw this,
You have to be, but that's exactly why you have to be creative.
you
That's
have
why I
to
said to
delusional.
be an
No,
artist.
like, so
I'd
you know
rather
what?
you say
I'm comfortable.
crazy.
I'm comfortable with having a mental illness.
No, but that's
I'm
but there's
comfortable
nothing.
with my level
But
of
I'm not
freedom.
trying to say it in a way of like.
Because there's certain shit I believe that people don't believe.
But that's
so I
what
have a
I'm-
mental illness.
Stop.
It's a different level of my creativity. Because I believe it.
But I'm just saying,
There's
as
certain
an
things I believe
artist,
nobody else is gonna
They
believe.
ain't got no chicks. And when they
Yo, hold
got,
on. You
ain't no
pick
women.
it up on camera. You want, and when you do that, you're mad, but you talking loud. Pick it up on camera.
Oh, my bad.
but
You just
I was
happy to
saying
check me.
because
You see this nigga?
as an artist, how you
This
just
nigga
said
wild.
prior,
Nah, yeah, I am wild. They trying to wild on us, man.
I was saying because as an artist, like how we just said
They're
before.
delusional. They're sitting there writing common program yantra. They're delusional.
God damn
What
it.
you talking about?
All right, but how does this? I think the fact that you guys are considering teaching classes is great. I do think we should.
I'm over the classes.
We
I'm not
should,
teaching
we
nothing.
should bring it back
I'm not
into
teaching
financial
nothing.
literacy, though, because
I'm not
it
teaching.
veered off very quickly. And we
A
got
bunch-
stuck on delusion.
We
Who
said
is
it
this
was
person
there.
in the comments that said a bunch
You
of
have a
loud black
classroom
people?
of crazy motherfuckers. Like, where's DNA at? They're like,
Yo,
get the
listen,
fuck
here's
out
the
of the
thing,
class.
I know I'm crazy.
Hold on. But
But
it
I
ain't
can
that.
live
No.
with that.
I'm gonna be real with
No,
you.
the niggas who come for the class is gonna be coming
Listen,
like, yo,
you know what delusional is?
I won't be there.
You know what
I
delusional
know.
is?
Yes.
Delusional. Look, this is. I'm gonna give you for real. What the delusional is somebody sitting in a comment that has no picture writing to you, thinking it matters. That's delusional. Like,
But I've done a lot of delusional shit. Like a
No,
lot of things
I'm
I've
not-
thought about is
yo,
wild
bro, yo,
delusional.
yo.
Like it's far fetched. It's not possible to happen. And then I made this shit happen.
so then.
So with that being said,
Put
it's
that on
like
yourself.
I'm cool with having a mental illness. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
all I'm saying.
Like,
To be an artist, I feel as though like to
and that's
see
what
the
I'm saying,
artists
I'm
who
a
are
real
big,
artiste.
like
you don't have to be
I'm a real
delusional to be an
artiste.
artist.
no, I'm saying the
Big
people
shit
who are
they
like
You
yeah.
don't have to
Like
be.
chop my ear off for
Y'all
this shit.
using
Yeah.
the wrong. The words
No,
y'all
okay,
using, y'all
Van Gogh.
making it into a metaphor. Y'all making it cool. but
No,
that's
I'm not making
No.
it cool. I'm making it the
You don't,
reality,
hold on,
bro.
DD, I'm talking to man. Look, you don't have to be delusional to be an artist. You don't have to be delusional to do nothing. There's other words you can use like being driven. We said that. That's you can't just say that's the word, bro. That's not it. For you it is. I'm cool with that. I'm using driven. That works for me.
Well.
You get what I'm saying? You're making if you look up what delusional means, it doesn't fit in what we're talking about. Y'all making delusional into a metaphor. That's what y'all doing.
I'm using the word unstoppable.
All right, well, look, I'm gonna do two things, right?
This nigga
First, give me another Iceman or Ginger. Second of
There's
all,
no more. You
no,
got your five, bro.
hold on.
That's it.
Hold
That's your
on.
five, bro. That's your five, number
10,
five.
nigga. What is you talking
All
about?
right, so you want
Second
10?
of
You want
all,
number 5?
I could be the Lulu. That's what I'm going with. I'm the Lulu. Cool. Now, what I'm gonna do,
Why you on your
because
phone?
we in a different type of era,
But why you on your phone?
we gonna go
Who
to
are these
ChatGPT.
people?
To do what?
Cause I got chat. Yo, chat.
no. Good lord.
What is the sense of delusional? Please break that down Let me check.
All right, let's break it down. When someone's delusional,
that's crazy.
That's G-Lock?
that don't line up with reality. It's not just being mistaken or hopeful. It's when someone's convinced of something, even if all the evidence says otherwise. Think of it as being deeply stuck in a personal illusion.
That's what you keep
Usually
saying,
it's a
and you
symptom
know
of
that.
mental health conditions, like in some forms of psychosis. It's not about being imaginative. It's when your version of reality is out of sync with what's actually happening.
That's not the same. You're using the
Now,
word
Chad,
wrong.
can I ask you this?
No,
Can
ask
artists
the
be
chat. No, he
delusional?
just said it. It's not. He said it's not.
Hold on, I just asked
No,
Chad.
it's not.
He's
Don't
gonna tell
ask
me
you.
yes or
Action is
no.
over, bro. That's it. You just proved
Hold
yourself
on.
wrong.
Chad,
Yeah, using it as a metaphor.
can an
it sound
artist
cool.
be
It's dumb.
delusional?
Anybody can be delusional.
But that's also like you can't compare it to sneakers. It makes no sense because sneakers were made before. It's not a false thing. It happened already.
Tim, get over here. Tim and talking this shit real quick.
Like,
Absolutely. Artists can, hold on, bro. Absolutely. Artists can sometimes be so attached to their vision that they lose touch with reality. Whether that's
what
overstimulating their
delusional
work
is.
impact or believing they're invincible to criticism
That's
or
what
failure.
delusion is.
Yes.
When they lose track of reality.
I've done that before.
Yo, while we on this
He
topic,
proved himself wrong. Or
did,
No, I didn't.
did y'all see the new Tracy Morgan
Wrong.
television show?
No.
You the only one that saw that.
And it's
Wait, say it again.
right? And I think
Here we go.
it's bad
Here we go.
because he stopped doing stand-up.
Tracy Morgan
To
gonna
be
beat
a-
the shit out of you, G-Lock.
That
So
nigga,
you talking crazy, he gonna beat the shit out of you now. That's it. This you get off of this. When he see you is on. Tracy pull up.
And, yo, hold on. And he was on the murder Yayo show, and this way he said he didn't do stand-up, but the show, which he's a big comedian, but nobody checked it. I checked it, and honestly, I thought he lost touch with what's funny
Of course he did.
because he don't do stand-up. And even Dave does
Yeah.
stand-up every night in little clubs, big clubs, and he practice until he get to the special.
You
And
look
then
like
he makes
Dave
his
Chappelle a little bit.
nigga. And he makes that's the homie. It makes his stand-up even better from
No,
doing
that
stand-up.
makes sense.
But when
What does that do with delusional? I'm lost.
Tracy Morgan was on
Was he
the
delusional?
Yayo show, and he said that he don't do stand-up because it's beneath him.
You see that?
But he
That's
was
crazy.
delusional because now you're doing a comedy show, and to be at your level, that it wasn't
You gotta
funny
be-
at
you
all.
gotta- Yeah, you gotta be in touch with what's going on.
You can't be delusional to your own skills. You lose touch of reality because you got the money
That's-
already.
That's what delusional is. That was my point.
We're all delusional.
That's it. Yo, listen, that was another episode of I Disagree. Clap it up,
we
man.
didn't get far at all.
We got very
No.
far.
In the topic of financial.
No, we didn't get.
literacy.
No, we
Yes,
spoke
yes,
about
yes,
financial
yes, we
literacy.
did.
We spoke
We
about
did.
that a lot.
Y'all touched it.
Yo, the broke niggas ain't gonna get it anyway. Like shit, we ain't gonna let
Yo, let
us
me ask
teach
you this
it.
before we
Hey,
get
yo,
out of
this, huh?
No, I got a question. Before niggas get out, like you always trying to run, my nigga. Relax. Stay with your brother for a while. Stay Black History Month for 12 more minutes.
Yeah.
We can break away in March.
I'm not black. My father's white, bro.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Calico.
I'm sorry.
What's the question?
My question is a real question. You a pioneer of battle rap, so am I. That's what we are, battle rappers.
No, wait, I'm not.
I'm a battle rapper.
That's your business.
And so are you.
I'm not.
So
That's what
What
majority of
you
your
talking
audience
about?
knows. You're delusional. That's my point. You're delusional. To think you're not a battle rapper, you are delusional.
Right, because
That's my point.
They don't know me for being a battle
That's my
rapper no
point.
more.
Yes, they do. That's what you.
No.
That's no one knows me delusional.
Talk
Right
about-
now,
I'm
when you feel
delusional
like
right now.
right now, when you feel like the state of battle rap is at. It's a real question.
I don't care.
I
Yo, listen,
didn't ask
that's another episode of I Disagree with KMD.
So my man don't even
DNA.
wanna answer where
You know
it's
what I'm
at?
saying? We about to be out of here. I appreciate y'all. Clap it up, y'all, for another good episode.
Where do you feel like the state of battle rap is at? That's a real question.
And I'm going.
So you just gonna leave when I know instead of answering the
Yeah,
question?
bro, I don't want to talk about battle rap, bro. I'm done. I don't want to. We're gonna sit and have a whole nother long ass.
Who said it's gonna be a long conversation?
Arguing
I asked you a
about
simple
battle
question.
rap?
I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just asking you a question, my brother.
Yo, did we talk about it was me and you. But did we talk about that on the show?
What?
Yeah,
How many big battles is left?
No.
till it's over.
We could have. I did that myself, but we could have did that.
So let's do that.
You trying to get your money's worth,
I'm trying to have a good
Alright.
show.
bro? We are 2 hours in.
No.
Hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. Who we are?
We like
We got
40 minutes in.
122
That-
minutes.
that's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It's two.
Yeah.
Is that 120?
How much was it? About an hour and a half.
No, that's 2 hours.
Oh shit, it is. That is 2 hours. I'm bugging. You right. This nigga want to go 3 hours.
Yeah, I ain't start cooking until like 40
Exactly.
minutes.
Exactly.
That's right. So that's what you use. You get the whole short
I
cooks.
know.
You know that.
No, we
I
can
know,
still
yeah,
get
I
like
know.
that part in there. That's
No,
another clip.
but that's we could use that for another show because we don't have nothing to talk about.
For that, so
You see that? That's it. We done. I'm done.
Please, I'm just saying, let's get it. Let's talk about it now.
How do you feel about it?
About what? The state of battle rap?
Yeah.
It needs work.
That's what he wants to. Why it needs work, B? What's the problem? What's the problem with it?
Problem with it is it's stagnant. It's the same thing over and over.
So
it needs change.
Do you think anything can change with it?
Yes, it needs revamping. It needs to be
I think
it
it's
needs
over.
to be innovative.
I
It's
think
not
it's
over.
So would you, instead of battle rapping or maybe doing both, would you ever see what it's like to be on that side of the revamping?
Yes, I don't want to
help revamp.
I will help revamp. If there's any,
Ram Nitty just called
if
you
there's,
out? Take Ram Nitty.
nah, he didn't. We fact checked it. That's why I just don't jump out the window. It was something else. You know what I mean? I went to my resources. It wasn't that. He didn't.
But what if he would have called you out?
We would have
So
posted a different
here we go. So now that he didn't call you out, we know that it's here now. We can put it out there. Would you battle Ram Nitty? I would love to see that.
That's cool. That's not gonna bring it back.
Would you do it?
It's a what DNA versus Ram Nitty. Nothing can bring it back all the way.
Yes, something can bring it back. It needs to be innovative. When we
Like
were doing
what?
it was innovative.
So like what?
I have a lot of ideas. I get paid to give my ideas. Now, what
So
I'm
you
saying
brought up the
is,
topic and you don't want to give the
I
idea?
am giving the topic. What I'm saying
The
is,
topic?
you asked me the state of the culture. I gave you a response to what needs to happen to bring it back. Now, if you want the particulars and the details, that's not free. You know what I mean? So somebody can contact me.
Conversation right now.
They can get in contact with me, and we can. I can present those ideas. Me, do I want to do that groundwork myself and put up that mugger? Absolutely not. I'm not willing to take that risk. I left my risk taking days alone as a gambler. No, I'm not that delusional. Exactly.
That's not. So he talked
In
about
that regard,
he wanted
because I don't believe in it.
he wanted to talk about
Now,
battle.
if I believed in it, I would put the money up.
Yeah,
but
here's
I
one
don't.
thing now.
I don't believe.
I'm never
I
gonna-
think it could come back. Do I believe? Would I bet my last dollar it's gonna come back? Nah. I said money, nah. So I'm gonna keep my change here, and I'm not gonna do that.
So-
That's what I mean about delusion.
so-
Now, if I believed in it, I would put the jacket on.
So there goes the conversation. Right there. It's over.
So how many big battles
He
is
started the conversation
How
and
many big
ended it.
battles?
It's nothing else to talk about.
How
with
many
it.
big battles is left? Who's left? Who can really get active?
After this, bro, I'm done. Seriously, I'm done. We got it. Listen, it's about 6, maybe 7 big battles left.
Yo.
Okay.
We can go through them right
Who
now.
that?
What happened?
What they said a lot.
Yo, let's end this shit. Everybody go to a basketball court with a dribble. You still got to compete. Stop saying everybody got a podcast. That's fucking right. When Paramount is putting up $100 billion, you better get your broke
They
ass
got
and
it.
get your own
They got it.
and get your own
They got it.
podcast.
He can't.
No. That's a fucking fact. I gotta let these niggas know.
He can't say
If you don't know the future of the mugger, right? If you try to drop an album or a mixtape, boo, to get your ass up out of
But
there.
why you
You
telling
better
me?
drop a podcast, huh?
I explain to him all the time. You're talking to people that don't understand you. That's
I
like
know
talking
that.
to a dog telling them to say something back. They don't understand you. So if you're talking about stuff past where they could see, it doesn't make no sense. I'm not wasting my breath on talking to
So
somebody.
you
con-
don't believe
it's
you can
content.
teach them belief to understand?
No, Cam D. First of all, they also
Say it
I
again.
bet
Say it
you-
again.
I
Say
bet
it
you I
again.
understand word.
No, first of all,
I'm not going back into that.
You're right. First of all, what I'm saying is this.
That was good though to say.
Yeah.
Are you going back into that?
No, hell no. I'm good. Because what he don't understand is that, what they don't understand is that this is a show. The topic is meant to disagree. You know what I mean? So just watch the show and enjoy the show.
No, but the funny thing is they in there talking shit. Whoever is, they're still in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling
Why?
you. Like, don't even pay attention
Nah,
to
he
them. We
can't.
have them.
It's
They already
good.
subscribe to it. They hear, watch
They
this shit.
love
Just
it.
stay in. So
Look at him,
cool.
he just want to say something.
Cool.
That's what I'm trying to end the show.
I'm looking at Nicole.
Can we end the
Nicole
show
Hand.
now?
Yeah,
Or...
no. At that point, once I got into my bag of wanting to talk about it, and your man pivoted to Paramount, I'm gonna go watch a Paramount movie. I'm out of there.
Hey, D, close us
Good
out.
night.
Quiet. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. On another episode of I Disagree podcast. I mean, we
We all
agree with this ended, but it ended. I'm out of here. Good night.
Peace.
See you later.
Okay.
Niggas said delusional.
I know for sure I would never sit through
Word up.
this headache again. I would
It's the shots.
definitely go get us.
Nah. He be doing that on purpose.
Definitely. I would definitely say that and lay right back down.
That was great.
No, I turned it off.
I got one better for you, girl.
The lights too. I'm over
Oh,
here.
this is yours.
Hurry.
Why?
And then
Watch
yelling.
mine.
It's too much.
That's the illest in the world.
That's why when he was like,
Word
well, what do
up.
you think? I'm like, I don't know.
I'm a convincing human being, man.
Nah, you a dumb smart nigga.
Very smart.
No, you a dumb smart nigga.
what
So
I'm
you
saying, though,
dumb,
is that
but you.
Even though if you're going by the technical term, it's still a level of delusion.
No, it's not.
For certain things, it is, bro.
Jesus Christ.
It is.
Oh, it's still online. You gotta turn it off.
Yeah, people are looking at it.